We can start with football. The big news yesterday. Demond ran to my room and was like, "You see the news? You see the news?" I was like, "What news?" He like Cam to the Patriots. I said, "Cam Newton?" He said, "Yeah." I'm like, "Mm." I mean, we all saw this coming, I believe, but we never actually thought it would have happened. It took till June 29th to do it. So, Demond, give me your thoughts on it. Why did Cam choose New England, and why did New England choose Cam?
Honestly, it was a shock to me, not because he went to New England, but the fact that he did do it in this time of Corona. I thought a lot of players, like Clowney, I thought players are holding out to go travel different places, but I mean, he was gonna get a minimum deal at this point. But for Cam, I think it's really about showing the doubters at this point. Um, as far as New England, I mean, in my mindset, and we can tell by predicting records, it was never tank mode for them. Um, I believe they were in the position to trade Joe Thuney, maybe get a pick, try to market that, see if they could trade up for Fields or Lawrence. But we'll see what happens with them. As far as this year, they're still in win now mode. It remains to be seen if Stidham will get the nod. I doubt that with them bringing Cam in, but we'll just have to see. But let's hold our horses. I see people talking about Super Bowls, and hold on. Cam was up for a reason. He still got a lot to prove with the shoulder, with the foot. So, congrats to Cam on the job offer. But I mean, instead of a 2-team race, and that was if Tua was going to start, in my opinion, it now just becomes a 3-team race in the AFC East.
Well, Clay don't even think. Well, he think they get 2 added wins from our predicted schedules. He said at best 6 and 10. Is that right, Cut?
So, I mean, I looked at the schedule we posted earlier, and I was looking at the L's we was talking about, and I mean, I don't think it's him though. I just think the knock on him in Carolina was he didn't have no receivers, and now he's going to another team with no receivers. So what's
my knock on him was he can't throw the football.
And then I'm saying no. People say
that was my problem.
People had that, but people love to say like he didn't have no receivers. He only had his best receiver was Steve Smith. Steve Smith left, and then all he had was Greg Olsen for all them years.
That's true.
And then I feel like now you going to the Patriots, and who do you really have that's better than what you had? Nobody better than. I don't think anybody they have is better than DJ Moore. So
I would agree, but at the same time, I look at the offense that they're gonna run. It's not gonna be quarterback
hard. No, yeah, and I was about to say that Panthers try to do all this extra stuff that college style stuff. Bill keep it real simple on offense for the most part. He don't really like the offense coordinator that do too much. Josh McDaniels is a decent, OC, so he could probably. I say decent because decent, but you know what I'm saying. Like I'm not knocking him. I'm saying he good. Like he good enough to work with Cam and help him get better. But then I go to the defense. I mean, he had a defense in Carolina. This defense is better, but that's all he always was kind of in a similar situation. And then I look at their schedule and I see we had them losing to the Seahawks. I still see them losing to the Seahawks. Week 2. We had them losing to the Raiders week 3. I say, okay, they could win this game with Cam like easily, probably. I mean, without them, they probably could have won it too, but I just felt like the Raiders would win that one because, everybody trying to win. It's any given Sunday. They got the Chiefs, they're going to still lose. They got the Broncos. Somebody tried to say they would beat the Broncos.
I think
drunk.
Like I said in chat, that week 5 game gonna determine how this season goes. I think they're gonna start their first 4 games 2-2. If they beat Denver, they're going before the bye. They're gonna be good.
But they beat in the first 4 weeks though.
I got them beating the Raiders and the Dolphins.
The week 1 game and then I can see them winning week 1. The Raiders, okay, maybe they lose to the Seahawks, Chiefs off top. I don't think they're gonna beat the Broncos. I don't think they're gonna beat the Niners. I don't think they're gonna beat the Bills. Both times we had them getting swept by the Bills. I said, okay, I'll give them 1. Cam could probably help them over the hump to get 1. But then
they was gonna get 1 regardless. But continue.
Because we had them, and then we got them splitting with the Dolphins, and then we got them beating the Texans. I'm not high on the Texans.
Yeah, that game was tossed up to me.
Yeah, that could be in the middle. I'm fine with that. We had to pick somebody. I just think the Texans gonna be that somebody. And then we got the who is this? The Niners and the Rams. They're not beating them.
I think the Rams, Broncos, and the Texans are the 3 games to watch for their schedule to see how they
I
season.
don't know. I think the Broncos going to be a blowout. I ain't going to hold you.
The Rams? I know we're not talking about the Rams right now, but I just feel like there's a lot of disrespect going around in the Rams' direction.
I think so too, and I'm not high on the Rams after what happened that I won't speak on, but
I feel like they're the sleeper
they're
team.
still a good team. Like
Yeah.
I saw them play last year. I was like, wow, like they played the Falcons, but it's like Ramsey and Donald. Just that alone is kind of like a selling point. The offense, people don't know that Cam Akers is really good. Like I don't like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't watch a lot of Florida State football, but I know who he is.
No, he's straight. He's straight.
I was like, he's not no slouch. Like people like, well, Gurley gone. Cam Akers. First of all, Cam Akers is good. The Henderson dude is good. They back up Darrell Henderson. I mean, he played last year. People don't understand. Like Gurley wasn't there.
The knock on them is their O-line, of course, how they won't be.
Yeah.
And Jared Goff's arm. I think Jared's arm is not consistent.
Yeah.
He's a decent quarterback. He can definitely win games. I mean, he's been in the Super Bowl. He's been in the Super Bowl. But I think his arm is not consistent.
Like Jared Goff. I'm not.
Jared
no,
Goff is
I'm not a big
trash.
fan of him, but
Jared Goff is trash. It's just funny to me how
He always no time.
People can talk about coaching matters and Sean McVay. If you put every coach in the league, he's at the top in coach winning percentage.
Wait, what are you arguing? I didn't say he was trash.
No, I'm saying.
Oh.
If people say coaching matters, I think him and Jared Goff have one of the best quarterback head coach relationships in the league. They have one of the best wide receiver cores now. Brandon Cooks is gone, but we've seen Josh come up and step and play. Now you got Cooper Kupp. We know he put up 10 touchdowns off a comeback year. We know what Robert Woods is capable of. So I think the Rams are the sleeper team in the NFC. That's my
sleeper. Okay.
Is it my turn on Cam's contract?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at his contract now. I think the reason why he signed his contract with any other team that he got was based on the it says that incentive, like it's big on incentive. So depending on how good he plays, the more money he will make. So I think they're probably the only team that probably offers him that type of. Whose TV is that?
Oh, my bad.
All right. So like I was saying, I think it's on the based on his play, he will make more money. I think probably based on wins, stats, any awards he get will up the money he makes in this year. I feel like that's the only team that will give him that type of contract. I felt like he'd get the bare minimum if he was assigned this year. Might would have got more if he waited out, maybe. You know what I'm saying? It's just a risk that he probably didn't want to take. He probably feels good he can play now. I've definitely seen him training with OBJ lately. He looked good. I mean, I know it's a highlight video, but he did look good when he was throwing the ball. Definitely looks bigger. He looks like Auburn size again, if you remember how he looked at Auburn. His hair, I don't know. Everything, but I mean, he looks good and everything like that. Hopefully everything works good. I don't know. I don't think they can release you're not allowed to release the incentive base, right? You're not allowed to release information or the money he can make. You're not allowed to, right?
I think they released his contract details though.
They said $7.5 million is the max he can make, and it's probably based on wins.
Yeah.
That's what it's based on.
Contract too.
But he's saying as far as them disclosing that information to us, like what he.
Yeah,
you don't hear about that till after the fact.
Yeah, you don't hear about it till after.
Because it's in contract, so they're not supposed to say. But like,
the only thing I thought this contract hurts Cam with is that thing about Josh McDaniels and Bill Belichick, they have no problem running the ball 40 times to win a game. Like, they have no problem letting Cam throw like 10 times a game and win a game. They don't really care win by any means.
Yeah, but that's not bad either, though. That's not bad.
It's not bad, but it's just bad for the point it's a 1-year deal, right? So if Cam was trying to play this 1 year to get a bigger contract, his stats won't show how good he possibly can be because Bill Belichick doesn't care about stats. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't bother him if he has a 3,000-yard passer, but he wins 12 games. That doesn't bother him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He has no problem running the ball 40 times. So I'm not sure if the situation will hurt or help Cam. I think it'll help Cam based on the ability for him to take hit and just to show that he can play, that he will show better. But I don't think his stats this year will prove how good he can be for different organizations.
Do we agree? Do we agree that a healthy Cam Newton is a top? I'm gonna say top 10. A healthy Cam Newton is a top 10 quarterback in the NFL. John, what do you think?
I don't think Cam Newton is a top 10 quarterback in today's NFL.
Even
Maybe
healthy?
ago, yes,
Okay.
a healthy Cam Newton could be possibly. I mean, he's an MVP. You can't disrespect him when it comes to ranking him amongst those who are active right now. But when you look at those quarterbacks who are becoming a new breed in this generation, like Lamar, Patrick, and people trying to mimic their game, which I don't think Cam is in a position to try to mimic and play like them anymore. I think he was an early pioneer of how they play, and they could have been inspired from him, which is why he could be top 10, you know. But right now, when playing, going out there and producing these stats that we're about to see, I don't think he'll be – well, that's tough. He may be like number 11, 12, maybe top 15 in passing yards this year. But top 10 overall, no, absolutely not.
I give him top 15. I don't give him top 10. I still feel like he's better than Matt Ryan as a quarterback, honestly. I don't like him better than any of the young guys in the last 5 years. So, like D.Y., Carson, Dak, I don't think he's better than all of them. He could fit in at 10. I just don't have a list in front of me. I'm just going off the top of the head. But I see him as a top 15 quarterback, completely healthy, though. I don't see him as a top 10.
I assume Cut and Damon agree.
I thought you was gonna call everybody name and tell them. Cam, he not top 10. I think he hasn't been top 10 for a minute. It's nothing personal against him. He just hasn't been like, maybe the last time he might have been top 10 was that season where he first started handing the balls out to the kids and stuff. That first season, and he was running. You know, he kept doing the running around and all that, and he was hyped up.
The MVP year.
But after that, though.
I think that's when he had Norman. That was like 2014.
That's the Super Bowl year they had Norman, 2015.
Yeah, so
I looked up his
thought it was like 2016, 17, but I could be wrong. But either way, it's been a minute. But, I mean, off the top of my head, you know, Mahomes, Deshaun, Lamar, Rodgers, Drew.
You think Carson top 10?
I'm not high on Carson. Damon is. But, I mean, and they like to show that when he plays, you know, the numbers, and when he don't play, the numbers, and all of that, and he only missed this many games, and blah, blah, blah.
No, all I have to do to validate Carson is turn on the footage. He's a
Before
baller.
Wait.
Before I continue, Derek was talking about the 2015. That was the year there, the Super Bowl.
It was 15, so it was Super Bowl.
Okay.
And I mean, like, and that's why I was saying, like, I don't see, like, the Broncos kind of showed him up when they played, so I don't see him beating the Broncos. It's the same. It's almost not the same team, but pretty close to that team. Still Von Miller team on defense.
You said it, not me. All I gotta say, you said it, not me. I'm just.
So I'm high. I like what the Broncos are doing. I just, you know, last week or the week before that, I had a problem with the 12-4. Then that's my only issue. But I don't think they're going 12-4. I think they'll be good though. I don't think they can make the playoffs. I do. But back to Cam. He's not top 10. Can he swing it that way to where he can be top 10? He might could break into it if he ball. I mean, but it's up to, like Fabe said though, like they probably not gonna let him throw the ball that much. Like the max might be like 20, 25 a game. Max.
Depends on the
Not
game.
even
got nobody to throw it to.
Like the high is 20, 25. And they gotta be down. Other than that, they don't
Yeah,
mind.
they have no
Sonny
problem running
Michel. Sonny Michel and your boy, what's it, Bolden or whoever, they'll run them all game.
They'll find a running back new.
Yeah. And they'll find one too. He'll be a random guy 1 week.
Jonas Gray for.
I like Sonny Michel though.
Sonny's their main guy, but if he
wasn't producing last season.
I feel like when Bill get pissed off with you, he just finds somebody else.
Oh yeah, like
and he feeds him. LeGarrette Blount ate in New England, like for years. Ate. Like every time he ate.
Malcolm Butler. I mean, he got rid of him, literally sat him down on the Super Bowl game.
Blunt? Don't nobody want to hit that blunt.
LeGarrette used to run like LeGarrette because he was like the first person I seen that really had like a end zone back, like a red zone back. It's like, bro, we about to feed you. And like that's like Kevin Falk used to be like. Kevin Falk was good with them too. Like he just like running backs.
JB.
Yo.
To close out this Cam conversation, I believe you said 10-6 the ceiling with Cam Newton.
10-6, yeah, 10-6 is the ceiling. 9-7 is. Well, I think it'll be based heavily on their defense, how their defense performs. Cam really don't have that many weapons, to be honest with you. So I don't really know how they're going to look offensively, but I can tell you that defense is going to be ridiculous. Bill will find a way to put Cam in position to be successful offensively, but I got to see it first in order to believe it. But I think Cam the fan of Cam is saying Cam going to have a breakout season. I mean, and he gonna show y'all boys the 2015 Cam, MVP type Cam. So I mean, we can only see, bro.
It's
We
not
can
going
only
to be an
see.
MVP season. It's definitely not. But he does have to ball out in order to.
I'm saying he's gonna play like that. He's not winning MVP.
You can predict his stats. What are you predicting?
So I'm
Keep
predicting
it
somewhere
realistic. Keep it
between
realistic.
like 3,500 yards, maybe 25, 26 touchdowns.
How many interceptions?
Probably about 8 or 9. Between
That'd be the
8
first
and
time
11.
he's done that too.
3,500
Between 8 and 11.
9 picks.
So we had 3,500, 25 picks. 25 TDs, 8 picks.
Yep.
His lowest amount of interception in his career is 10.
Yeah, it is 10. You ain't gonna lie, that would be his best season of all time if he had that. No, I ain't trying to be funny, but like compared to all his stats,
It would be.
It would be statistically. It would be.
That's what's funny.
it would be his best season of all time if he had that.
But it wouldn't be better than MVP year. You said how many touchdowns?
What was the MVP season?
Yeah.
35, 10, and 3,800. But he still threw 10 picks. That means his lowest in his career.
How many touchdowns he had?
35 though.
He
Yeah,
said 35.
I didn't hear him. And then that's not even including the running touchdowns.
He had 10 that year.
Or 10
Yeah,
running
10.
touchdowns.
He had 10,
45.
10 TDs that year rushing.
They'll probably have about 5 this year. 5
I
or
think
6.
now that could be. I'd like to see what Bill do with that, with his ability
I
to
think
be
he
able
could
to
have
run.
more than 5 too.
Is this our first time seeing Bill Belichick with a dual threat quarterback?
No, Jacoby Brissett, he was a little mobile, wasn't he?
Oh, he was not like
Not
Cam,
like
though.
Cam, not like Cam, but he was a little
Kobe
mobile.
really not mobile though. He's a pocket passer.
He's not mobile.
He had pocket mobility.
He's just black. He just
No, I'm saying
he can move, so people assume he runs.
That is true, Derek. That is true.
Bruh can move a little bit.
That's
From
because
what I saw.
What black person really can't move? He can
that's
move.
what
He's not a runner.
Like
He can
run
move.
read
He
options,
really
like them
pocket
type of
quarterback.
joints.
Like
What I'm saying-
Marcus Russell couldn't really run though. Like that's
Demarcus couldn't run. Demarcus was just big.
Jamarcus obviously couldn't run because of his physical stature. And
But
that was-
Demarcus was just big, bro. Still big. Seen him in the club. Just too.
Demai, you want to close us out, or before I move on, are you
Marcus
good?
Russell's a bum. That's a bum.
You know he ain't got nothing to say. He's a hater.
Nah, I'm about to say, I like to see what Cam in the red zone looks like with Bill. I like to see that. That would be good to see.
Let Demond tell it. Russell Wilson is the greatest quarterback of all time.
And switching over to another MVP quarterback,